Hey, Dad, spare change. Good afternoon. It's 10:40 in my neck of the woods. 10:40 in my neck of the woods. How's the audio sounding? I'm doing this on a tablet instead of my, uh, hey, net theme. Yep, 10:37, yep. Good day, Jim Thompson. I'm doing well. Been out and about this morning. Did a tour at the Denver Mint. So made it back to the room. Of course, they don't let you. Hey, Jim Cantor. They don't let you stream in the Mint or use phones at all. I don't really understand why not. And then to further confuse you, they put things with QR codes. I'm thinking, couldn't understand that one. I didn't want to be the butthole to point it out. But that was interesting. Kind of a short tour, really. Uh, they had displays with all different types of coins and things in it, and things to look at. Hey, Weldon Carey. Yeah, but I'm sorry now. I mean, you're going to make me remove my belt and watch and crap like that to go in and walk through some hallways. Hey, Tom Thumb, Michael Erickson. I thought that was a little bit of an overkill. Yeah, I did not buy anything in the gift shop. I mean, I posted a couple of pictures. They had a display with 10 ASEs in it that were $3,000. I might have kind of thrown up a little bit in the back of my throat then. And then they had a set of Kennedy 64 to 2024 that was 600 and something. Hey, B and K, I've been thinking about you, my friend. How are you? How did y'all survive the hurricane? Give us an update on your situation there in Northport, Florida. Y'all took the eye. It must have come right ashore there in your area. We did okay. Oh, that's awesome. I was so worried about you. I was very worried about you. If you've got internet, you're doing okay, I guess. Yeah. It was an interesting factoid. One thing, they showed the original pictures of the original mint. Of course, originally it was just a company-owned type bank, and then eventually they built what is now the mint, but they destroyed that building in 1907. And somebody had the forethought, because they stamped and worked with gold coins there, somebody had the forethought they bought all the dirt that was in the foundation. Hey, Copper Al. Going tomorrow probably, but some guy had the forethought to buy the dirt um, in the foundation of the building when it was tore down in 1907, and panned all of it for the gold shavings and things from the from the uh, from the minting process back in that day. So that was kind of cool. Oh, cool, Copper Al. Yep, tomorrow morning that thing's sent me a Discord a little bit ago. He's even going to be staying here at the old Catbird Hotel with me. So no, I looked at a few things, ended up not buying anything from the store at the Mint. I mean, when you're going to a coin show tomorrow, why would you want to pay full retail at the Mint? Really? I mean, I'm not that sentimental. Artie Mike, good morning. So was going to sit here for a while. Thought I would check in with everybody. Hey, Paul Abrams, and do some strategizing. I got my Gray Sheet magazine that I get every 3 months, I guess. It comes out. This one's supposed to be good through December, I believe. And I'm going to compare some things of what I need. Right now, I am using a Samsung Galaxy, whatever the number is. It was a tablet Allison had, and so I'm using it to stream on right now. My phone was a Samsung Galaxy S23. Yeah, so this is the Gray Sheet I use. This is good through December. So I will use it, and I also have it on my phone. I'm going to use it to look up some prices and kind of see what what did B and K say? I'm going to get my phone out where I can maybe see the chat a little better too. I can see it. I just have to get close enough. So. Up close and personal with Walker. Oh, well, you need to do that at least once every now and then there, B and K. So I Ubered 2 times today. First time that I've ever Ubered in my life. The first guy, of course, that is a huge avenue for employment for people that of other nationalities. I'll put it that way. And so I had a hard time understanding the first guy today. He had a very heavy accent, and that coupled with my poor hearing is not a good combination. Hey, Michael Wells. Yes, I am going to be looking for the gold Standing Liberty to complete the set. So that will be probably my big ticket item, or one of them for the day. So Copper Owl, I could not, right off the top of my head, remember what it is. This single copy is $15, but you can download the app on your phone. They have a Gray Sheet app, Copper Owl. I would suggest doing that if you're looking for a way to quick check stuff. So that's the easiest way that I have found to do it. So I'm going to use my phone here a little bit so I can better see the chat. So yes, Jim Thompson, I am going to be looking for that coin to make the set. We have found, me and John Bryan have found that there are several that I never knew until I researched it a little bit, Michael Wells. So they're out there, and I mean, it's not a bad deal to maybe go and stay a night if it's a little bit further out than you were anticipating. What kind of question is that, Artie Mike? I'm sorry, my friend, but She would have the patience for it, yes. I'm sorry, Artie Mike. Sometimes I'm sensitive to some of those questions. But no, she would have had the patience for it. She had a hard time sometimes eating. She was very sensitive to spice and things of that nature. So, hey, Kenneth Bird. Uh, and so she was a little bit sensitive on things she could eat. And then moving around the train too would have been impossible. She was in a wheelchair for the last 6 or 7 years, so her ability to travel was very limited. So, but in her prime, she would have been right there with me. I paid up. I'm not going to lie, Copper Al. I mean, I couldn't remember, can't remember how much I paid for it. But you know, if you're going to do coin shows, and I'm not saying I'm a I'm in the know about everything, but if going to coin shows as much as I have, which is 5 or 6, 8 a year, and looking to buy things sometimes to resell and for myself, the dealers really work off the dealers really work off the gray sheet, and a lot of shows, Copper Owl, and you might find this at yours. They will have copies of this latest edition free to distribute there at the show, so you may be able to pick up one there. So that's another way to get it. But yeah, the last show that I went to, no, the show before that I went to in Gadsden, they had a bunch of copies for you to pick up. But one of the easiest ways to also to stay on top is just to put it on your phone. Gray Sheet has an app, very easy to use, and it gives you. Now you have to have a subscription, but it gives you all the grades, you know, from Mint State 70 to G4. So if it gives you a ballpark to look at, I would think that it would be more up to date. As a good example, on this copy, it says that silver price at press time. I'm not used to this camera. So silver price at press time is $27 and 25 cents, down $4.90. Gold at press time was 24.08, to give you an idea. So you know, this is going to be behind what I'm assuming that the app is updated regularly. Hey Ron, are you going to meet us at the coin show tomorrow? Maybe do supper with us? Oh, there we. We will get with you, Ron. Netfing said he'll buy you dinner, Ron. You can't pass up an opportunity like that. We're going to do the show tomorrow, Netfing and I. So we will. I've got your text. I sent you a text. Did you get the text that I sent you the other day, Ron, just to make sure that I got the right number? Okay, I got you, brother. We'll work with you. I'm going to be here Saturday, you know, and leaving Sunday. So we've got another day if that doesn't work. Man, I passed a place that was supposed to have gourmet hot dogs. I miss the old Sneaky Pete hot dogs. We used to have a stand in Tuscaloosa that you could get Sneaky Pete. I don't even think we have one anymore. I understand, Ron. No, I'm thinking steak. I'm thinking steak. I just saw that place on my Uber ride back to the hotel. Is why Captain Frank's hot dogs here on the Outer Banks. So I thought it was interesting. They had a Fujio in the display, stating that is the they did not definitively. The statement wasn't definitive, saying that it was the first coinage, but I think it did, but it did not. It said supposedly designed or something by Ben Franklin, but it had one there, and I'm like, hey, I got one of those. Yeah, I mean copper owl. It just depends on how much you're willing, you're going to use it, as to whether the price is worth it. I think I'm doing enough with it that it's worth doing. Yeah, I brought mine with me. I want to see. I don't know if they'll have annex or somebody there to evaluate. I want to kind of see if they can help me determine which style it is. And it got some damage on it, and I would like to try to figure out maybe a possible value. So yeah, and then of course we'll be doing, I'm sure, getting some Morgans, looking at Cap Bust, thinking about starting a seated $50 album. I don't have that album even started yet, so they may have them there depending on the size of the show. The Gadsden show is fair size for our area. I don't think it would probably be a little bit smaller than the Tulsa show that we went to a couple of years ago, and they had multiple copies just laying on tables, free for the taking. I'll be right back. Got a bit of a headache. I don't think so. I've been trying to stay hydrated, as was suggested by my friend Netthine, and no, it's all good. It's all good, and it's like we said. It just depends on your use. If you're going to, if you're buying for yourself, they've got there's every dealer is going to have a copy of the gray sheet there, and so you could certainly asked to see that. I would dare say there will not be a dealer there that does not have a copy of the gray sheet on hand. All right, Paula. See you later. But no, I don't think the altitude has affected me. No, I don't get any more out of breath than I do in Alabama on my walk. So see what the step count is for today. 4,000. Oh, a little over 4,000 for today. But yeah, that was an interesting tour. It showed a lot of the the processes. You know, you could see the machinery down where they were minting the coins. They talked about a lot of the process. We could see some guys like in quality control looking at coins, you know, and they were having the loop out, looking at detail on the coins. And I saw the blank planchettes. Like I found 2 of the 2023Ds in my uncirculated boxes, so that was kind of cool. Could have got me a pocket full of them there. And then they said they did discuss the penny issue, that it cost 3 cents to make a penny. How much do you think it costs to make a nickel? Just quick comments. Don't look it up. Be a good guess, a straight guess. So how much do you think it costs to produce a nickel? Yep, they did tell me about them. Michael Erickson says 2 cents. Copper Owl says 10 cents. Thomas says 8 cents. Jim Thompson says 3. So it cost 11 cents to make a nickel. 11 cents to make a nickel. She said it cost 3 cents to make a zinc penny. And so, you know, she says, so you're wondering, well, why do we keep doing that? And she even touched on the gonna get rid of the penny deal, you know, so, and she offhandedly, you know, air quote, that would take an act of Congress. and it would, but, so, you know, on the other side of that, it takes, you know, 3 cents for a penny, 11 cents to make a nickel. So you're thinking, why do they continue to do it? Well, it only takes 4 cents to make a dime, and like 10 cents or 11 cents to make a quarter. So they're making their money back on the other stuff, you know. So that was an interesting aspect also. Oh, I agree with you. I would much rather haul boxes of $half than nickels. This is true, Copper Owl. Yep, Jim. Nothing cheap anymore. Yeah, it's all I can do to carry 2 boxes of nickels, Copper Owl. But they had some beautiful, all the mint sets, 2024s, the 2023 silver set, which I've got it. So the American Women's Quarter, and then also these limited edition things like the some of the dollar coin, the American innovation coins and things of that nature. They're made in a special little area that has, because of the small volume, they only run those machines like 2 or 3 months out of the year. Now, 2's my max. I do 2 boxes of nickels or 2 boxes of 2 of anything. I have stacked a box of pennies on 2 boxes of $half, but that's getting on up there. Because if you hurt your back just right, you can't even sit down comfortably. Copper Al, what did you say? I'm hoping to stock up on some constitutional silver for giveaways, continue my pursuit. There you go, Copper Al. Net thing said that hey, Sir Benji, and thank you for the membership, my friend. I think that thing said about 70 tables. 70 tables. Welcome in, Sir Benji, live from Denver. I had steak on the train, and we got a discount next door, so I got me a little tidy for the evenings. Being as how this is not for kids, this video is not for kids. Good to see you, Sir Benji. I've gotten to where I like a little bourbon and coke there in the evenings as a wind down. Worked well. Thank you, Johnny T. They had that on the train. It's been a while since I had Maker's Mark. I had forgotten how good it was. No, but NetThing said there may be some coin people, YouTubers at the show. I can do that. I can do that. All the ones that I had the other day were Nevadas, so I will try to get some different states. I think Shellbell said that there were 4 or 5 different states for them, so I can look into that. CoinGeek, yeah, that was the one. All right, good deal. The chat on my tablet is kind of hard to see. No, that is whiskey. That is not bourbon, if I'm not mistaken. Off-Road Adventure. Oh, I'm sorry, Off-Road Adventure. You had too many Off-Road Adventures, didn't you? Thank you for your membership support, my friend. Yeah, I remember him. He's the one that puts on the Tulsa show, right? Wow, 254 dealers listed. Golly, it might take 2 days. Oh, I did not know that. I did not know that. Oh, well, no, I did not know that. We're learning something new every day. My eyes are blurry today. I brought those GSAs also, NetThing. But it was a fun morning. I enjoyed that. I was up about 5. And Had my Uber pick me right up there at the front door. That was very convenient. Super easy way to get around and not that expensive. I think I paid $10 for both trips, you know, so $20 to get to and from where I was going. There you, yep, we can do that. Especially since you're staying here, that was mighty nice of you to make that so convenient. I did not magnetize any walkers. Oh, you mean work? Okay, go join your meeting. I know you have a lot going on with the hurricane and networks and all that. I can't get rid of that pesky heart that blocks every chat. The first entry, the first new entry at the bottom. Jim says we lost our internet for a few hours this morning. Was wondering if you'd. No, yeah. Um, of course, you could not get in at the Mint, and it was kind of cool. I was not uncomfortably cold, but a long sleeve shirt would not have been frowned upon. But it was not what I would call real cold at all this morning. Sir Keith. But I thought I would jump on and give you guys an update on everything that went on today. Not sure what in the plans. I kind of got a thought of maybe going to see the Museum of Natural History this afternoon after a brief rest here in the room. I've always liked to tour those. Florida Keith. All righty. Did they weather the hurricane? Hopefully they were not in the path of any of that. You know, Jim, that's a good question. I might have to, although, I mean, that might be a Saturday deal. That might be a Saturday deal. No, no cell phones allowed. Of course, I mean, I don't know. To me, it's super. If I had to be a cop, they're the one that I want to be, the work cop at the Mint. But no, I had to, you know, they said, do you have a cell phone? Like, duh. Take it out. Turn it off. Don't put it on airplane mode. Don't just mute it. If you're caught on your phone, you will be asked to leave. Had to take my belt off, my watch off. Now they do have several $1 million of gold deposited there also. And they told a story about a guy back in the day. I don't remember exactly what the time frame they said was, but he was making $3.04 a day was the going wage back at that time, and so they were processing gold, and so he would just stick a little bar of gold in his pocket every day when he walked out. Well, somebody finally saw him do it, and they reported him. And then the Secret Service followed him home and watched him he was burying the gold in his backyard. And so they found out that he had stolen 40, like 47 bars of gold as part of his job, and the estimated value was $80,000 back at that time, and more like north of $7 million in today's money. But they caught him. I started to ask the lady about Henning, the Henning nickels, but of course he didn't work at the mint. He just reworked the mint. Probably not. I'm not a big beer drinker. Beer is not my favorite beverage. I would rather have the bourbon if I'm going to have an alcoholic beverage. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but there is no access outside of these little hallways and display areas that you walk through. I mean, the guy at the ticket counter says, I told him I'd like a ticket for the 7:30 tour. He says, all right. Says, sir, do you have a pocket knife? I said, no. He said, good answer. Like I'm going to hold the men up with a pocket knife. Golly. I come home Sunday. I'm flying home Sunday. Yes, we saw all the stamping machines for the common quarters, half dollars, pennies and nickels. And then there's also another area where they do the limited run stuff, like the collectible coins and things of that nature. Hey, they beat us. What can you say? I mean, sometimes you just got to take a whooping, Artie Mike, even if somebody is not supposed to be there. I read several articles on different, people talking about, and the first year that Saban was coach at Alabama, he lost Louisiana Monroe, I believe it was. Of course, he didn't have a legacy team, gifted him as a walk-in coach. He had to work and build everything that he was able to accomplish there, and I'm sure DeBoer will get it together. But Vandy had already shown some backbone before that game. I don't know, Artie Mike. I'm sure they make multiples. They have to pull them out of circulation. I think Netfine had said that he bought some of the used dies one time. That would be pretty cool. Hey, Brian Robeson. I'm trying to read chat on my phone and the screen, so if I'm looking down a lot, that's where we're at. I have not. I did not watch the SEC short. Hey, Roger Ivy. It was an interesting tour, and they had a lot of displays where you could see the old money and things of that sort. But I worked in manufacturing all my life. I've seen every kind of stamping, hydraulic function machine you can imagine. And so, I don't get a whole lot of oohs and ahs over seeing stamping presses. But it was definitely worth the free ticket. I mean, can't get much better than free, right? Of course, they don't do any of the paper money there. That was another point that they brought out. That is done at Dallas and Washington, I guess. like to scoop me up a pocket full of those blank planchets, though. Now, it is kind of cool, you know, that blank planchet goes through a couple of, yeah, they did. They did. I mean, they're all modernized with lasers and things that they use to count the coins, position the coins. You know, I think they said the number a day. They're meaning 50 million individual coins a day. And they had one of the old original coin presses that was huge deal, you know, with a turn wheel at the top, and you put the dies in between and you turn the wheels. I don't think they are now. There were displays that showed some of the foreign currency that they have done, but I'm not absolutely certain whether they are doing that now or not still. No, I did not ask them that, Copperell. I don't think she would have known, because they're pretty much like, you know, we run what they tell us to. Well, that lady was not, she was knowledgeable about the history of the mint and all that, but I really did not view her as a coin person. It was a job for her. She was very knowledgeable now. I mean, she wasn't reading off a pamphlet or anything. She had all that memorized. But I guess, you know, when you do it 6 times a day, however many days a year, that might be cool. I'd like to know if, yeah, good deal, Jim. You know, the San Francisco mint is supposed to be such a better quality stamp process. Yeah, exactly, Copperell. Hey, John Jacobs, I did not view her as a coin person. She was just the tour guide for the mint. So, hey, Miss Coin Crew. We're streaming from Denver, Colorado today. I'm here for a coin show with NetTheme. Squirrel! Hope you and Keith are doing well. I had just gotten back from touring the Denver Mint, Angel. So that was interesting. It's definitely a one and done. I wouldn't be jonesing to go back through it again. B.H. Ringer, how are you doing? 19 people are watching. It was interesting. No, Stephen, it's all too high for my blood. I mean, why would you want to pay retail in the gift shop when I'm going to a coin show tomorrow? I can get it at wholesale. Yes, I think I'm on the Wi-Fi on my tablet, and I'm using my cell towers on my phone. Yeah, they had a set, nice, beautiful displayed box that had 10 American Silver Eagles in it for $3,000. And I don't see how anything that you could do to those coins through displaying or whatever to make them worth that much money. Silver proof sets for the 2023 Well, actually, the one that I looked at specifically was 2021 silver, complete silver proof set was $150. $150 for a 2023 silver proof set. Oh, they were people in there buying some stuff now. I mean, even just a plain mint set of coins, clad was $24. Well, yeah, they sell out tickets every day. I say they sell out, Artie Mike. They give out the tickets every day. Um, so each group, I think, can have 50 people in it, and they do 6 tours a day. Tickets are free. So we had a full tour group at 7:30 this morning. I have bought, matter of fact, my kids bought me a gift certificate to the Mint that I haven't used yet. It takes about an hour. Takes about an hour for the tour. Another thing that they noted was, I guess maybe the original entrance to the Mint. The doors are made out of solid brass and weigh 2,000 pounds apiece. The doors you go out of as you leave the Mint are made out of solid brass or bronze. From all walks of life, Artie Mike. Oh, that would have been classic. If I could have snuck in a Walker Magnet sticker and put it on there somewhere, that I would probably be banned from every Mint. That would have been too funny. Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy money they were wanting for some of that stuff in there, Stephen. I mean, I don't mind paying for a coin, but I want good value, and those was all retail. Retail, retail, money, 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 money. Because, I mean, for me, I think it would be awesome if they had a tour like that with actual coin historian, not just a mouthpiece of that, has a bunch of scripted dialogue, but so that, and maybe it's a tour you pay for, gets you a little more in-depth access to the workings and things. So you could ask those questions about DDOs and that kind of thing. What year they quit punching mint marks, and hey, Chris Helms, and things like that this lady would have known nothing about. Yeah, they're pricey. Yeah, and that would be something I would pay dollars for, to to be able to go through with somebody that was, you know, really a coin person. Elizabeth Blood, been a member for 14 months. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Good to see you. Or at the very least they could do would be to have somebody along with the lady that that could answer those questions, you know, that you could get into some discussions about the collecting side. It's just all this just, well, I tell you what now, it's just a big city, you know. I would like to have known Annette Thien or Ron Moss might be able to answer that for me as we meet up and get to know each other this week. But I would like to know if the feeling, you know, the city, the vibe, how different it is now that they've legalized marijuana as to before that. Because I'm just seeing the people I'm seeing, you know. So I don't know what the old days were like. But it's everywhere. It's everywhere. No, I'm not, Stephen. I am not. I would assume Anak will probably be at this show. I looked on the flyer and it did not provide much information about what and who might be there. And no, I don't think so. She learned her lesson after the bagel mystery. She sent me a picture of Walker this morning laying on her bed. He looked sad. He's missing his daddy. 32 likes. Thank you, Chris Helms. It has been a good trip so far. I am always ready to go home, though. So, got a few more days here. I need to look up my flights and all some point today too, make sure all that's in line. But they are being good. She goes to work. Today's her last day. She worked a 4-day week, so she will be home with them the rest of the weekend. No place like home. Yeah, the bed was not bad. I felt like pretty comfortable last night. I like a ceiling fan, which they don't have. Everything in the world you can imagine in this little studio apartment deal, and but no ceiling fan. Hey, Martin Bowen. It has been fun. We're going to do the coin show tomorrow, and then I think that thing it said he was staying here at another unit here in the same hotel. So I am quite positive we will be able to maybe do a little sightseeing together. Him being from the area. That's it, B.H. Ringer. Hey, John Bryan. I'm back. I'm sorry I did not see you earlier, my friend. I did not see you earlier. I don't know what the deal is, but it's been good, John, Jacob. Just the place that I'm at, mistake on my part, it is too artsy, trendy for an old man like me. I would have done better at a more conventional hotel that I'm more used to navigating. I mean, I got underwear odor than most of the people downstairs manning the desk. All right, John Bryan. So we are going to take a couple hours here to kind of refresh, and then may take another trip out this afternoon. Thinking about that, I'd like to go to the Museum of Natural History. I've not been there here. I've been to the Smithsonian in Washington. That was fun. But Denver is a very artsy city. You see huge murals, am I saying that right, on many of the buildings. A lot of art inspired buildings in themselves, this oddly odd architecture. All right, Caporal. But breakfast used to be one of the absolute most favorite meals that I like to eat. And it has now became not so much. I had what used to be my go-to was 2 eggs over light with sausage links and toast and a cup of coffee. And I ate enough to say that I ate. Yep, I have Martin Bowen. I have been there and done that. Well, you know, what's the old saying, Jim? It's a nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there. Hey, Treasure Hog. But yeah, Martin, I did the Mint this morning. It was great. A 1 hour tour. Security was very, very, no cavity search, but, you know, kind of silly to me. I mean, made you take your belt off, had to turn your phone off, take your watch off, put it on a tray, run it through a metal detector, a scanner or whatever, and I mean, that to me, that was a little overkill to walk through a few passageways and look down at the machines running. So aside from that inconvenience, it was nice though. All right, my friend, I know you are a busy feller, Mr. Bowen. Really. I mean, it's airport. It's airport type security, you know. No, the lady that did the tour was not really a coin person. She was, reading from a script that she does 6 times a day, however many times a year. So she was very knowledgeable in what she was, able to discuss with us. But I was saying earlier, I thought that it would be a really cool deal if they could have, like more of a coin historian, somebody that actually knew the oddities of coin collecting and eras and varieties and that kind of stuff that you could ping questions off of. But I don't think she would have been much of a source of information for any of that. Yeah, large machines, very high speed. They do 50 million a day, individual coinage. Pennies, dimes, nickels, quarters, halves. Then on top of, there's another area where they do the special run mints, like the gold dollar coins and that kind of thing. Yep, I don't know. Well, and then you picture too, I don't know, and you kind of picture the die being horizontal, but it actually it comes together this way. No free sample. I'd like to have scooped up a handful of blank planchets. I'm thinking about a museum this afternoon, maybe, Martin, doing the Museum of Natural History. They did give one little young child there a little packet with pennies or something in it. And I told the lady, I was like, hey, I'm a boy at heart. I hope not. That would probably break the die there. But it was interesting to see how it's done. I mean, like I said earlier, I have been in manufacturing all my life, from injection molding to working in the auto plant. So seeing automated machinery and that type of stuff is, it's not a wow moment for me. Yeah, rent a kid. But it was interesting just to see the process. SMS, 3 sets. All right, I'll be on the lookout, Martin. I'll make a note. I'm making a note, Martin. Martin Bowen. So I gotta look for a 42p and a 44p war nickel, mint state 66 or better, for hunting Southwest Ohio. William E. wants gold backs. And Martin Bowen SMS sets. Gotcha. I got you on the list, Mr. Bowen. Whew, we've been on an hour already. I've got a gold Walker Jim Cantor. No, William E. No, y'all hold on with any of that. And you know, I tell you what, if you want to send me an email with your phone numbers, I have Martin's. I don't think I have yours, William E. If I come across the goldbacks, I can shoot you a text and let you know how much they're going for, and if you're interested. And the same way with you, Martin, I can shoot you a text. Then we can go from there. Well, I've got a little of the whiskey, just for medicinal purposes, though. I am having a great time. I will surely have fun at the coin show tomorrow. That's the whole purpose of the trip. I mean, I enjoyed doing the check mark on the Denver Mint, but if I had not made it, I would have not cried a tear. But I definitely am glad I was able to do that. I just really expected it to be more, to be honest. It's a history walkthrough than it is about the coins. All right, William E. Well, thank you, Martin. That's good. All right, when I get it, I will send you a text just as a test. I will do a test text. No, they're still in the 2024s. I think I saw some 2025, the women's quarters. I think that's going to be and there's also, they have a new collaboration with the DC Comics coming out in Coinage. Going to have the first three will be Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman. Me too, Jim. I'd like to finish the set for sure. All right, Martin. Thanks for coming in. We're going to shut her down here in a little bit. I'm going to work on some strategizing for tomorrow and maybe a quick nap and then maybe a trip out to the Museum of Natural History. Either that or the aquarium. I'm not sure which. I've only been to one big aquarium. That was the one in Chattanooga. Yeah, I'm tossed up there, Mr. Coin Crew. I love to see the old, the fossilized things and the history of that and all, but aquarium does sound peaceful. So I guess with that being said, it might be a good time to sign off for the day. I am going to try and stream during the coin show tomorrow. So I haven't ever really done a lot of that at the show, but I'm getting better at it. So may try to do that some tomorrow, bring y'all along for the fun at the coin show. And then I may do a quick check-in tonight or not. So just kind of feather in the wind. If I'm sitting down and feel like communicating with you guys, I will jump on and touch base with everybody this afternoon or later tonight. And if not, look for me tomorrow during the coin show. If you're on my Discord, I will give an update on the Discord as to maybe a time frame or something along those lines, and then we will do the coin show tomorrow. So appreciate everybody stopping in today. That was fun, and hope you've enjoyed this little ride along as I've gone on this trip. Been nice to share this with you, and we will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Bye, everybody.